Blessings, and this is my co-host Corey Carter. You can follow the both of us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, things. The Corey Monster on all her things. Also follow Girl Summer.
Sorry, trying to get things together.
Also follow Track Girl Summer on Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we hit 1,000 followers overnight on Instagram in 3 days. So thank you guys. Continue to follow, share, do all the things. We have an amazing show planned for you all today. But remember, we're coming to you every day, every morning. This is day 4. How you hanging in there?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. We here. We're gonna bring the tea. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna bring the shenanigans. We're gonna bring our predictions. We're gonna bring the breaking news, what's going on in the village. You know, we got some inside scoop, all the things. So today, starting off with Team USA is out of the mixed relay. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some Team Jamaica relay drama. Then we're gonna follow it up with some competition mindset mixed in with a little bit of event recaps from last night. Hopefully you all were able to watch the meet last night and maybe a little bit this morning. I know time zones are crazy. Japan, Texas, New York, wherever you're at. We'll get into what's going on behind us. And then of course we have some amazing, I don't want to slight anybody, but I feel like this might be the best show yet.
Every day we
just get better and better. Excellence is the standard. So we're going to be chatting with Michelle Wolf, Big Homie, aka Darrell Hill.
Darrell Hill, aka Big Homie.
No, it's Big Homie, aka Darrell Hill, and Kyra Jefferson. So without further ado, one reminder. When we throw the tweets up on the screen, you guys can go ahead and click that to see the video play if it's a video. Just, throwing that little directive out there. So now we will move on to the fit check outfit of the day.
Well, first, before we get started, speaking of Twitter,
we got a special
for you guys. We got a special message from Track Yonsei herself. If our producers could pull that video up, maybe we will do the fit check first. maybe you were right, Natasha.
It's all right,
Well, that's okay. It'll come up eventually, maybe, hopefully. But let's do a fit check. It's Casual Friday. It's the first day of track and field, so we want to look a little active,
a little sporty, a little active. Yes, you're right.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Our message.
Special message.
You have to put.
I have to click it.
I'm Allison Felix, and you're watching Track Girl Summer.
Yes, you are. Period.
I'm Allison Felix, and you're watching.
I have to stop it.
Little Disney Channel.
I got excited.
So let's see the fit. Let's see the fit. I'm going for a little tan brown look.
Oh, I didn't think this out.
Yeah, with the camera. Should I zoom it out?
Zoom out.
That's zooming in.
That's zooming in. All right. Here we go. A little crop top.
Little croppy toppy belly shirt.
Yeah.
And you know me, y'all liked the Travis Scott so much yesterday. I just said, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Little cactus strap for y'all.
Listen, y'all stop hitting me up, okay? They just send us stuff, all right? We're not boosters. I got to sit down. I'm not young like.
It's a hip flexor game. Is that what the camera was?
You see the things?
All right. Getting into the fashion.
Girl Summer.
Honestly, I look good.
What's going on today?
Great.
Why are we off center? Let's. Okay. This is weird. It's all right.
All right.
We're gonna make it work.
Let's get into the
things. Let's get into the things.
I'm dehydrated. Let me just Ollie pop it. What's today's flavor? Strawberry vanilla.
I think this is a new flavor. I think it's been a new flavor every day, actually.
That's a different. I'll let us sing the fancy song. Give the pour. Oh shoot! I'm about to look at Tasha. Get it together.
I'm normally the one yelling at you for messing up the couch.
Here's the thing. She yells, but I have yet to make a stain. Yet. So are you ready to get into this?
That's good.
Breaking news.
Team USA is out of the mixed relay. So they're protesting it due to claims that the official told Lena Irby sorry.
Yeah.
The lip colors, 400 meter diva, Flash and Americano, 35% off of everything site-wide right now. So click the offer down below or just head to 400 meter diva. You don't need a code. It's 35% off of everything. Shop away.
And Natasha Hastings beauty products are never tested on animals and cruelty-free.
Come on with the ads. So Team USA is out. Did Team USA make a mistake by not having team camp? Because
she told y'all you needed it. She told y'all it's important because let's be real, the person who
Lena Irby, she's a rookie.
She's a rookie. I don't know. I was going to say committed the crime. She's a rookie, and that's the thing is we hammer in. Here are the rules. Make sure you know. Right. So we aren't going to lose a medal based off of a technicality.
Right. So we talked about this the other day. You know, everything from the time difference that the athletes have to deal with, like self-centeredly as a member of the relay, we always feel like camp is really just for the relays. But a big portion of why the team camp is held is for the relays. And believe it or not, it is necessary for the 4x4. Now, we may not practice as much as the 4x1.
Because
however, it's crucial that we know where our zones are. And another thing that
that track.
But we don't even have to we don't usually have practice in the stadium, but we will do like a walkthrough at the stadium sometimes if we're able to go through where the zones are and what the zones are and what the zones look like. And one of the things that we always drill into one another at practice, team camp rather, because I'm wanting to emphasize that was this as a result of not hosting a camp, is that we are Team USA and the mark is on our back. Whatever they can do to disqualify us, they are going to do. Now, we bring all the information. So we're not going to blame this on Lena Irby. She was told by an official, apparently, to stand where she stood to do the exchange, which then resulted in her not being in the zone, which resulted in us being disqualified. So that is the argument that Team USA is making to protest, is that, you know, she was told to go there. And I think the flip side of it is, even though she was told by an official, could this have been avoided if we'd had team practice and she knew this information was given, that like, hey, this is where the zone is, this is what we need to do?
But I also think that she's young, so even if she knew where the zone is, do you think
she have
the confidence
to
and
advocate
like
for herself and say, no, it's here? Yeah.
And like at the Olympics, and like it's your first Olympics, and you think you're gonna be like, I'm gonna tell the official this is what it is. Right. Especially like this goes back to the Monica thing. It's like, who is working these meets like at the highest level, like to where you're directing athletes to the wrong thing? We're seeing that not having qualified people, also tying back into Nigeria and athletes, not having qualified people who are responsible for making
I don't do shoes.
They can't see. But not having people who are like dotting their I's, crossing their T's, they're not like, that official is not going to
be. It's too big of a stage for these errors to be occurring.
Yeah, and
these types of errors.
And the ramifications falls down on the athletes. So David Wood said, I'm told that USA has appealed the DQ in mixed 4x400 relay because officials put number 2 runner Lena Irby at the wrong exchange lines. So what looked like Irby's error might be officials' error, to say tune. And we, as soon as we find out what the result of that appeal is, we will get back to you on that. Let's move on to the other
more relay drama.
Luckily not from Team USA, but from our biggest rival when it comes to relays, is just Jamaica.
Yeah. So, there's been a lot of talk about, of course, we're Team USA, so we're going for Team USA to win the relay. Team USA how is that grammatically correct? Team USA is the world record holder. Yes. In the 4x1. I was thinking the plural. Or anyway, sorry, nerd moment. Team USA is currently the world record holder in the women's 4x4. However, only one of those legs is over there, which do we even know if she's on the 4x1?
Do you want to say who that leg is?
The GOAT, Allison Felix. But also Jamaica has 10-6, 10-7 legs. That
girls running 10-8 in slowing down in the prelim today, but we'll get into that.
We'll get into that tea.
We're not saying Allison is running the relay. We're saying that she's the only remaining member of the world record 4x1 team that is over in Tokyo right now.
Correct. So with that being said,
put on the relay.
Jamaica clearly has a clear shot at not only the world record but winning the gold, right? With getting the stick around the track, because that's the most important thing with either one of those things. But Coach D. Francis of MVP is threatening to not have his girls run on the 4x1 due to scheduling and relay practice. And now this is
the meet scheduling, because they knew what that was
months ago,
and they can't change the schedule around for one country.
So, but it wasn't. He's not threatening the IOC or anything. He's just telling Jamaica y'all might not have my girls in. And for those who don't know, Steve Francis coaches Elaine Thompson and Sharika Jackson. So 10-7, 10-8 legs. Jamaica needs those legs. Okay. I personally think they're going to end up on the relay.
Because the only, you're hurting Jamaica, but you're also hurting the athletes. Right. And taking their moment and a chance for a medal.
No shade, Steve. There's always a little drama around MVP.
She said no shade and then proceeded to shade him.
I'm just, he is definitely an amazing coach. Obviously, his work speaks for itself, but there's just always some drama with him. But it's never his athletes. It's him that's kind of like, the scheduling, man. The athletes, them need blah, 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 blah.
And I'm going to start talking in my Jamaican accent.
Them not train and this and that. Them have to focus on them 100. So they'll be on the relay. And it's going to be fine.
I can't. And I'm not even going to try to do my Jamaican accent because it would be disrespectful. Well, let's move on away from the drama and on to the first Tokyo gold medal in track and field, which came in the 10K. It was a kind of interesting race because Kissa from Uganda led the race for 16 laps. For a good portion of it, he was a good 10-15 meters in front of the field. He was looking strong. And then it kind of looked like he was ravaging the race because he got past with 8 laps to go, and he just kind of faded. He started fading to the back, and then he just stopped completely. So that was weird to see. It might be due to the just crazy hot conditions. That's why the 10K was competed in the morning session due to the heat. And 10,000 meters in the heat is insane, and you can kind of see the result of that and how the race progressed, because it wasn't really an honest race where the packs thinned out. The pack was kind of together almost to the bell lap. They kind of stayed together in a group. They weren't really filing out, and so it was actually came down to a 800-meter race at the end. And gold medal went to Salman Barega from Ethiopia, and Joshua Cheptegei. I mess up on names, and I'm gonna get better. I promise. I'm gonna start practicing. And Jacob from got silver and bronze. So got 2 medals from Uganda in the 10K, and Uganda has never placed on the podium in the 10,000 ever before. So that's big for Uganda, big for Ethiopia. Ethiopia has always been a powerhouse when it comes to the distance races. And our top American finish was from Grant Fisher. Shout out to Nerd Nation, Stanford.
Oh, he's a Stanford alum.
Yes, he got 5th place. I feel like he's a young talent that is becoming. I think he's going to become the face of U.S. distance. He is still learning this event. He's very new to the 10K, and to make his first Olympic team and compete. I'm going to see him again in the 5K, and I can't wait to see what he is going to do. But yeah, it was a very fun race to watch. I what my challenge? Sorry, I was looking at it.
Oh, sorry, I that was my fault.
I have ADHD, undiagnosed. But yeah, it was an interesting race to see. I feel like it really came down. The last 2 laps was really intense because it wasn't like, okay, there's a clear leader. There was a lot the positions kept changing because everyone was kind of in the hunt until the end, and it came down to who had legs at the end. You saw Mo from Canada, who trains with the Bowerman Track Club. He was in the mix with like, I would say 250 to go, and then you saw him fade back as the top 3 finishers pushed up. Yeah, we got our track gold medal in Tokyo.
It's not Team USA.
It's not Team USA.
You see, I'm salty.
You really, I mean,
can we get the medal count up, or should we do that at the end of the show? Let's producers just have the medal count, because I that's what I like to look at, the medal count. That I'm trying to understand why Rock Nation is on. But anyway,
yeah, we talked about it yesterday, but it's getting ridiculous because I'm like, yo, Rock is Russia, and they're in 3rd place.
So we kind of breezed through a lot here. So there's a couple of comments here that I want to, we like to show our commenters love. Uganda had a strategy plan with kids going out early. You tend to see that a lot, or I shouldn't say a lot. Sometimes strategies in the distance runs where like they will run in packs and they like box people in, and like they control the pace, and it's kind of interesting to see how in those races those strategies can play out. So I can see that possibly being Uganda's plan. Cecilia, do you think we'll win this challenge? I'm actually not sure. And Cecilia's question is in regards to USA's appeal for the disqualification on the mixed relay this morning. Or is it night over there?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I feel like Team USA is going to do whatever they can to advocate.
Yeah.
And we saw this happen, not in the same way, but we saw this happen last Rio. Olympics with Rio. And one of the things that we saw was we had a veteran, Allison Felix, who made sure she knew the rules. And I to this day, am like, the only reason we got a gold is because Allison Felix had the wherewithal to pick up that baton and finish the race.
Another thing that is, I mean, I'm sure there were team meetings and such, but that is another thing that is always drilled to us at relay practice. No matter what, finish the race, so that if there is an opportunity for us to go in and protest, we're going to go in and protest. Team USA will protest anything if there is a way to make a way for the athlete. Now, we don't always come out on the winning side, but we're gonna do what we can. It's kind of like, you have the right to an attorney. if you're convicted of something, or we're gonna fight the fight. So Team USA is doing what they do as they should, and whether or not we'll win the appeal, that remains to be seen.
Our next update, we have an update on Sam Kendricks. He is still in isolation, and his dad reported that Sam packed a USATF issued COVID rapid release test. He took that with him to the hotel, and he took it in his room, and that test came back negative. And he's not feeling any symptoms. But as we know, you can still have COVID and not have any symptoms and still be able to
also still be
contagious. And do you want to talk about this study about like the issue with?
Well, there was some kerfuffle about I love that word,
I know you do.
About Sam's test possibly being a false positive, but from what we understand, or what we understand the protocol is in Japan, that first of all, this protocol is the IOC Japanese protocol and not the American protocol. Because I've seen I think it's a congressman down in Mississippi, trying to do what they can and advocating for Sam. But this is Japan's system. I believe that it was verified that he tested positive for COVID. Unfortunately, he, along with 122 other athletes. And,
I don't know where that number is coming from.
Right, because that seems like a lot. But he's in isolation with other athletes, staff, people who have tested positive for COVID, and he has to remain in isolation for 7 to 10 days. There was some kerfuffle about PCR tests being recalled, but it actually was not a PCR test that was recalled. It was actually an antigen test, and it was just one company's test that had been recalled for giving false negatives, but not that all PCRs had been recalled.
Okay.
I saw that floating around, and I was like, I actually pulled up a Reuters article that said that was some social media stuff that was not given with full context in terms of what was actually recalled there. So what I'm unsure about, or the question that I have, is if he is now testing negative, is the USATF issued sample, is that a PCR or an antigen test? Do we know? Or is it I think it's a saliva sample, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that it's a rapid test.
Yeah.
Which isn't as sensitive as the PCR or I always forget the name of the one that goes like all the way up.
I thought the PCR was the one that goes up the nostril.
Well,
all of them go up the nostril, but
yeah,
sometimes they stab your brain.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just take a little snot and go on about their business. So the test he took, the self-test, was a different type than the one they have to do in the village every day. That part I'm unsure of, because there was the test that USATF issued for them to take before leaving the States. But then I'm assuming that the tests that they're taking in the village are IOC or village administered. Mm-hmm. But they are self-tests in the village. You have to turn it in daily. So
I just pulled up an article that 122, it may not be athletes, but that might actually be correct as to the number of people who is in isolation. Because this is an article from July 25th on Forbes, but it says 127 people connected to the games have tested positive for COVID in the past few weeks, including 71 people who are residents of Japan. So, and 56 non-resident, including athletes, members of the media, and other games personnel. So,
members of media. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they're over here talking to people face to face. I feel like that's a very
the prison-like accommodation of COVID-19 positive tested athletes, no proper food, locked in sparse rooms, locked windows. Meanwhile, the Olympics officials reside in luxury hotels. That's the true spirit of friendship, respect, and excellence, as you state. Who's this?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
the IOC being in luxury hotels, that's been topic. Nothing exactly. While athletes in the village sleeping on cardboard beds.
Well, yeah, and I think there's a reason why the doors are locked. There's a reason why the windows are locked. Is because like they're in lockdown, and it's to protect. It's a quarantine.
Yeah.
Like
I've actually stayed at the hotel that when I saw Sam's picture, I realized that hotel is where we stayed for camp for Beijing. We did camp for Beijing in Tokyo.
Oh, that was a nice hotel.
Yeah, yeah. It's a nice hotel. The windows are locked.
Yeah, I had a, and I mean,
we're not there.
we're not
don't
there,
know.
and their food is gonna deliver to them. But like, they had the best omelets. They were
Yeah, they
tiny.
did but was that?
That was camp.
It was camp.
They
But
had-
was it Team USA chefs?
No,
Or
it was
the hotel?
it was the hotel, because it was a Japanese man, and by the second or third day, he knew that I was getting at least 5 omelets a day, and he didn't speak English, but I kept being the only word I learned when I went to Japan was "Arigato gozaimasu," and I would just come here, give me an omelet. In 5 minutes, I'll be back for my other omelet. And by the second or third day, he was like, "All right," because their portions are small.
Yeah.
In Japan, but yeah, and I
can imagine though it's tough.
It's tough
because it's isolation. You're there for the Olympics. You're not able to be with your teammates and be with your family and friends. And the Olympic experience itself already sounds like an isolated experience. I spoke to a couple of athletes over there, and they're just like, "This is not the games that we've been to. It's quiet. There's not many people." So I can imagine it being tough.
And imagine like
being in now extra isolation.
Hey, you're not gonna be able to compete. Do what you have been dreaming of doing for 5 years. Now go and ruin with just your thoughts and your feelings by yourself.
Yeah.
It's gotta suck.
But then the alternative
it's a necessary evil.
Right. Because then the alternative is you have COVID, we're in a state of emergency. Do we let you out into Gen Pop and continue to
spread this deadly virus? Spread?
Yeah. So
many hotels allow.
I don't know the answer to this one. I hate it. I hate it.
I don't think, because from what I remember, it's just like, you know how they have like the glass window, like you can't open. I don't think there's like bars in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think when they say, they just mean the feeling of just being away.
Yeah. I don't have the like medical, because of HIPAA violations. I don't think they can release his test. I just know what the protocol the medical protocol from USA Track and Field, which is like they're administering at least 2, most of the time 3 tests to athletes if they are testing positive. But we'll stay up on that.
We'll stay up on that.
I'm trying to see if our first guest is here. We might be having technical difficulties.
Such a tough situation and time. Agreed. Aisha, yeah, many hotels have locked windows depending on how the hotel is built. Nicole A, I can't see you all on this platform or here. Oh no, Nicole, well, I'm about to tell her something and she can't hear me. Try refreshing your feed. Maybe that might help.
Can someone text that in the chat?
Yeah, somebody text that in the chat. Morlake is joining us. We just confirmed her yesterday. Yes. We just got to get her on the calendar. Thank you, Alba. Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited because Morlake is a powerhouse in herself. And if you follow her, Morlake, on Twitter, because she said her choice is going to be strictly an Olympic track and field predictions, reaction speed. So you want to hear from Olympian herself. I'm trying to see. I'm in with Michelle. If our first guest, Michelle, is ready. If not, we'll just move on to like we can move on to what we're gonna talk about last, and hopefully we can have her come in after. Is my sister's calling me in the middle of our show? Thanks, Kelly. Can you swipe up, scroll up? Is that flash Natasha's wearing? Okay, go down now.
Oh yes. It is flash lined with Americano. Thank you, boo. Yes. We're twins today. Thanks, Laura.
Okay. Well, I don't know where our first guest is, and that's just great. That's okay. You know, we can roll with the punches. We'll keep working. I'll have our producers.
Do you want to talk about the bed situation? Do we have that video queued up, producers?
Don't think we have that either. What I was gonna say is we can just talk about.
Oh, because
yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
We're professionals. We'll keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep hitting her up. But let's talk about what happened last night as far as the women's 800 went, which I had a freaking heart attack.
Let me go back to my notes here. Women's 800. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I was ready to talk about. You know what I'm ready to talk about. But did you get any sleep?
No. But
you got 5 hours instead of 3.
That is not true.
Oh, I
at
thought
all.
you said you got 5 hours of sleep. Okay, I'll
Natasha, we were on the phone at 1, and I was up at 6.
Who was on the phone at 1?
Us.
Were we?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was just me.
I think it was you. You were probably talking to Ajay, but not
me. I went to bed, and then I was like, I'm going to sleep now, and then I got on Twitter to see what was happening.
So a thing Moo opened it up. Heat 1. Looking like the statuesque model that she is.
Once again, I would just like to implore West Felix, her agent, my agent, to get her into Paris Fashion Week. I don't know.
She needs to be in every fashion week. Paris, Milan, New York, like, please. I just can't. But she ran a very smooth, easy, measured 201. I think she probably ran the last 100 a little bit harder than she wanted to, which I feel like most of the heats kind of played out that way.
Yeah.
But that's also, thank you, Aisha. I think Mo. That was also something that the commentators spent a lot of time talking about, that it seemed like the commentators were expecting the heats to be a little bit faster than they were. But
I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't really quite understand why either. But what it looked like to me was a combination of the athletes measuring the first round, as well as maybe getting used to being at the Olympics with no spectators, because that in itself was interesting to me to watch that this is happening.
Oh, Michelle's here. Michelle is here. Okay.
Hi.
We're going to come back to this 800 thing. Producers, Michelle is in the building. Can you just click her little hand? I'm really excited. Okay. While we're getting her in, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. You might have seen Michelle Wolf on Netflix. She has a special on Netflix, and she has HBO. She's on HBO with her stand-up comedy special, Jokes Show. You might have watched her show like I did, The Break with Michelle Wolf. She just has a really good way of breaking things down. I'm trying to find the right word, but she was something else at the 2018 White House Correspondents' Dinner. She's been a contributor and a writer for the Late Night with Seth Meyers and The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Don't ask me how we got her to come on this show.
Because closed mouths don't get fed.
Yes.
Corey asked.
And she's also a curly girl, So we're really excited to have her on. This is because, if there's one thing about me, I love a good joke.
Look at a jokey joke. And I love satire. And
me too.
She is.
Except when I do, apparently, because.
No comment.
But we're so excited to have her on. It looks like it's loading.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Don't tease us like that.
Let me text her. Let's see her. I'm gonna make sure. You keep talking while
okay. Sorry.
Co-host with me.
Laura, your comments about since so many can run too flat, why chance it if you are on the bubble of that to get through? That's why it was weird that most didn't go out. Yeah, that's pretty much what the commentators were talking about, that like a lot of the athletes in the race were like too flat 159 PBs. So they felt like, man, these athletes should be going out harder because they're leaving it to chance to get the little Q instead of the big Q, the automatic qualifier into the semi-round. So you have to wait to learn if you're in the semi-final. But as I said, I kind of felt like after seeing all of the heats, I was like, I wonder if, the athletes were trying to reserve some and some of the more seasoned, faster athletes, they were able to chance that more. So, but that's just.
And then I think you also have to remember how they set up the round. So if you are a powerhouse, basically they set how do I say it? They snake when they do the seeding for the for the
And
prelims.
it's supposedly random as well. Like,
Yeah.
notice Ajay was in lane 1.
I didn't like that. I was like, I know it's random, but don't disrespect my baby girl.
I think Raven was also in lane 1.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the lanes are random, but the seating isn't. So basically, if you have the fastest time, you're gonna be in like heat 1. Second fastest time will be in heat 2, all the way down to heat 6, and then they'll go back up. So 7th will be in heat 6, 8 will be in heat 5. So if you're one of the top girls, you know that you're not going to be going up against head to head against another top girl. So I'm not going to waste my energy because, yes, like that race is going to be in your legs for the next day.
It's tricky,
and so you have to manage it. So it's like you want to conserve as much energy and still make the team. And I feel like you're going to see a more strategic race in the prelim semis, and then the final is going to be, okay, now we're actually just getting after it and going for it.
I feel like in the semi they go after it as well.
Yeah, because
it's like I need to be in this final. But I think it's also tricky because you have the faster athletes who are more concerned with reserving energy and just advancing to the next round with.
And then you have some people who are just like, I have to run for my life.
This is my opportunity. I've got to run for my life. So there's always that, like, the faster athletes who are like, so we got 3 rounds, and then the others that are like, this is my moment. I got to get in there. They go out and run hard. So it really is an art
and a
strategy to manage how you get through those rounds. And we saw that happen a lot throughout the heats in the 800.
Like for me, when I do rounds, like I kind of use it as a way to put my race together round by round. So like round 1, I run the first 6 hurdles like it's the final, and then I just maintain cruise home and make sure I just do what I have to do to win my heat. And then in the semi, I run the first 8 hurdles like it's the final, and then I just bring it home and chill. And then
Corey out here giving all the secrets.
This is how you do it. Like manage your energy, but also you manage your energy, but I also use it as a way to like have a mini practice and like prep my race, because the 400 hurdles is all about a rhythm. So it's like, let's get the first 6 hurdles down, cool. Now let's get the 8 hurdles down, cool. Now it's time to like just go.
Yeah, Cecilia wants to know, how do you have that much control? It comes with practice and experience, and you see it out there. You see the more experienced runners that are more kind of reserved and less like.
We have her in.
I did it!
You did it!
Oh no, it's deleting.
Michelle's here. Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
She's frozen, but like this is a great face. Okay, here we go. Hi.
Okay. Is it good? Is it working?
It is. It is. Can you turn the volume? Yeah, we can hear her. Welcome to Track Girl Summer. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so happy to be here. Sorry that took so long. I'm 89.
The joke started already.
So I don't know if you heard us earlier. We already gave everyone your
it's so frozen.
No.
Where's your cup from?
It's so in and out. Okay, I got this. I get those Starbucks mugs from everywhere because
that's why I'm like,
at the end of the day, I'm just a basic bitch. This one's from Barcelona.
I don't have that one. I'm a big loser too because I collect those too. That's why I was like, where is it from?
No, I went in Natasha's pantry looking for.
I get them everywhere.
She has like a whole collection. It's like a whole pantry of them.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I have like 50 cups.
It's great. Starbucks did a great job with this silly merch that I'll buy everywhere. I have them from Dubai and Thailand, and now I'm just bragging about travel. So.
Well, so it seems like you're a big track fan. I like see on social media you're following a lot of the track girls and guys. Are you a big fan of the sport? There's a lot.
Super fan of the sport. I was a high long and triple jumper in high school and college before I got hurt. But oh look, you're advertising me. That's nice. And I just like, it's my favorite sport to watch. It's by far my favorite sport to watch. And I've literally been, like, because shamefully not enough people play it on TV. So I'll be out watching races on my phone. And people are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, something more interesting than what's happening here. So if you could please leave me alone.
Oh my God, I love that.
I love that. I have 2 questions for you since you say that you're a big track fan. What is your favorite event? I know that you probably are biased to the jumps. And who is your favorite athlete?
That is such a hard and I think unfair question.
We won't be
I love all the events.
I find it weird that she's not saying the 400 hurdles and me. I just find it weird.
I do like the 400 hurdles a lot, and I don't understand how you run them. I don't. Like, the 400 is hard enough, and the 400 hurdles just seems like a mean thing to do to somebody.
Yes.
I agree.
I'm crazy. I have no care for my well-being, and I love pain, and I'm a psychopath, but we knew that.
So it's perfect for you, yeah.
And we hear that you are a runner too. We're going to play a clip of you talking about why you train in running.
I love your joke telling styles because I'm just like, first of all, everybody was like, what are we doing in this parallelogram? What am I training for? Here, like, speak the truth. Also, I saw another one of your jokes where you were like, we got to stop calling childbirth a miracle. I was like, come on. Love my cutest thing on earth. But I say it all the time. Childbirth was the most degrading thing I have ever done. Because nobody is going to tell you how you're laying on this table, spread eagle, people poking at you.
And you so many people watching. So many people watching you.
I pooped on my kid in front of my friends. Like, all right. It is degrading. It's a miracle. I love my baby. But it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they don't talk about any of this stuff the way they should. I mean, they don't talk about birth. They don't talk about periods. They don't talk about menopause. I have friends who are going through menopause and they're like, I didn't know this existed. I didn't know things happened to my body like this. And it's all supposed to be like, the female form is beautiful. And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess a lot of times it can be, but it's all.
Yeah, I tell Tasha, I'm like, I find the female body like so interesting because I'm just like, you go your whole life just a regular human being, and then you have a baby, and all of a sudden you can produce beverages.
Yeah, it's insane. You are, I mean, it's like, it has to be one of the craziest things that you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I make what a cow also makes.
The best part is being out and you hear another baby cry and all of a sudden your shirt is wet and you're like, make it stop.
Yeah, that seems not only awkward, but you could just walk over to the baby and be like, I have some if you want it. I don't know. It seems like you were hungry.
I've never thought of doing that, but
I don't know how offended a mom would get if you just like I'm ready. I don't know how you feel about this.
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, Natasha is a giving person. So you competed in college. Where did you compete?
William and Mary
Okay. Where is that located?
is in Virginia.
We
Okay.
used to run against William and Mary in South Carolina.
Let me find out y'all went head to head.
We probably did. We probably wrestled together.
I only made it through. I got injured the day before my very first meet my freshman year.
What was your injury?
I was long jumping. I was doing long jump drills, and I landed weird on my takeoff foot. I got a 3rd-degree ankle sprain, and I just never fully
And that
recovered. And it was my
and-
takeoff foot, so it was just you know.
And so you had to fall back on comedy after that.
You know, at first I went into a small career on Wall Street, and then I entered comedy, and it's been pretty okay since then.
It's okay.
It's all right.
No big deal.
I mean, you're on track for summer, so clearly you're.
I've made it now. I've officially made it now. Yeah, you know, I don't have any trophies or medals or anything, but I don't know.
They were reinstated. Because that's cool.
Yeah.
Because your track seems still alive.
I know, that's right. I forgot they got rid of them, and then people got mad, and then they brought them back.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
you know,
I don't understand how track is a first cut.
It's
I mean,
the first thing cut, and it's like every other sport comes to track. Like it's the basis of all sports.
it's also the best sport. I don't know. It just seems to me I don't know if there's a marketing team we can get behind this, but it has something for everybody.
Everybody.
So every event is good. Everything, throws, jumps, everything on the track. It's great. I watched the 10K final. I watched the whole thing. I was like, yes.
So were you crazy?
This is a great 28 minutes of my life.
So were you up all night watching the meet?
I was.
See?
same.
And that's why they tell us over here all the time, nobody watches the meets, no one comes to the meets, but we're staying up till weird hours to watch the meet. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, it's definitely not marketed properly.
And you're right. There's something for everyone. I always found it funny when we would I would travel at Stanford with our team because we'd be in the airport and people
Stanford.
But people would be in the airport and try to figure out what the hell type of team we are because you have tiny
right.
these big brooding thrower guys and then the tall lanky high jumpers and just the range of body types because of the range of events. And people would be like, ooh, what is going on right now? Because y'all are in matching outfits, but I just love it.
It does looks like a traveling circus, a little bit.
Exactly.
But it's so fun. And I was I was so excited about the 800 meter heats today. That was amazing. All the girls. Yeah. I get I know. The thing is, I don't want to sound too weird, but I know you guys are really close based on your Instagram posts.
I mean, I make it very clear that
she was stressed.
Everyone knows who my favorites are, and I don't care.
Get off Instagram Live, go to bed. No, Ajay did have us stressed out though. She did. But
I wasn't worried. I was just stressed, if that makes sense. I knew she was fine, but I was just stop playing with me.
But I think it was the seasoned veterans out there that were like, I just got to get into the finals. I'm gonna let y'all do work up front, but we're not used to seeing Ajay behind. Raven is the one who actually surprised me a little bit.
Plays too much, and
But that's her race style.
Yes.
That when she went out, I was like, oh, she's in the mix instead of sitting in the back. But but Ajay had me stressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I feel I don't know how people do this with when it's their own children or family members or people they actually know personally. Because even I'm watching these and I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna be okay? I get so emotionally attached.
I love it.
It's the reason why when people are like, oh, would you ever want to coach? No.
No.
I would lose my hair. I would if you watch me at a meet while my friends are competing, one, I'm so disrespectful because I'm talking crap the whole time, but I am I'm like, there have been several times I just pop up at the finish line when I do. I have a hard time containing my emotions.
Yeah.
But don't think I forgot. You never answered my questions.
Favorite.
It's
Wait,
favorite
can I-
cast. You just top 3, top 5.
I mean,
We're
can
not-
I go event by event? This is like a really
Sure.
hard thing to do.
I love that she's an actual expert. She
Yeah,
can be like,
she's
I can do it for
I
each
can break
bit.
this down.
I mean, I
Go to
can.
it, yes.
Well, I was worried. I wasn't even worried about Katora Orji today in the triple jump. I was like, can you just please get an automatic?
Listen to the track talk. Can you
Yeah.
just please get
Also,
an automatic
KO has
qualifier?
really cute shirts if you want KO merch.
Oh, this is what I need in my life. I need track
says
merch.
KO
I'm gonna
knock out the competition KO. It's very cute.
I love her. I love Vashti Cunningham. I'm kind of obsessed with the fact that her father is Randall Cunningham and that he coaches her. I'm like, yeah, of course she would be a great high jumper. You know, like I don't know. I think the whole thing. I think. Who else? I mean, I love everybody. I love Delilah Muhammad. I would like her to steal back the world record or take it back. Yeah.
I'm throwing my favorites. I'm Lila.
I'm Team Lee.
Sorry.
No, but I
That's
love
fine. She can get it now, and then you can get it at the World Championships. It's fine.
If you ever heard me talk, I have so much respect for Delilah. I have so much respect for all my competitors because what we're doing in the 400 hurdles is just nasty, stupid, disgusting. Yes. And someone said we're coming with Track All Summer merch too, so we'll be sending you a shirt. Don't worry.
Yeah. Let's not also forget that you are like the famous GIF at the starting line, right?
Oh.
I told you I'm a psychopath.
that is one of the best. Did you plan to do it beforehand?
You know what's funny? Ajay has for years been like, you're going to turn into a GIF one day because I do that every single race because
Really?
if you watch me in college, I mean mug the camera the whole time. And my dad actually told me, he was like, you have to smile because like you have to acknowledge this to the crowd, the fans, like that's part of your job. And so I'm like, I go right back to it. But I'm so in my zone, like, because I have a switch and I turn into the Cory Monster and she's a bad bitch. And sorry for guys. And so
there it is.
It's like I'm literally possessed and I'm not even thinking about smiling. I hear my name, I smile automatically and I go right back into.
What's funny is I remember we were sitting in the team room watching. And when it happened, everybody was like, oh, Cory's not playing. Like, we all had a reaction to it. So for you to say that, like, you've always been doing it, I'm like, I didn't notice
and
that.
And I sway like that in, like, if I'm standing still, I will sway. Like, I'll be in the grocery store swaying like that. But it's very weird. But, yeah. I always tell this story. I'm a hugger. If you meet me in person, I will hug you. I hug everyone. I coach every day hug me. And I was so in the zone that day. My coach comes to hug me right before the race, and I pushed him off me, and I said, "I'll hug you when I'm a world champion." And walked. And looking back, I'm like, "Who the?"
But your coach knew in that moment that you were going to be the world champion.
Yeah, it's like it's such a perfect start to that race. It was unbelievable. It was great.
Thanks. Really?
Okay. I can give you more favorites.
Let's hear some men. We need to hear some of the men favorites. It's Track All Summer, but
the men favorites. Real big Rai Benjamin fan. And I love that him and Michael Norman are roommates. I feel crazy that I know all this information. I love Muhammad Ahmed. I was really rooting for him in the 10K today. I thought there was like a moment. I was like, oh.
He was in there.
He was right there. Whatever the Ugandans did at the beginning, that was crazy. That I was like, was he trying to like?
They were blocking them.
Yeah. I was like, was he trying to break the Ethiopian? You know, like. I don't know what the strategy was, but it made for a crazy race. And I was, I love Mo. I like anyone from the Bowerman Track Club. I've been kind of like a Bowerman Track Club fangirl for a while. Let's see. I don't know. I have favorites in every event.
And Michelle said, "I'm gonna school y'all on the sport."
I have a question. Do you have a track crush?
Oh my gosh. I think I have like 25. I don't know. I mean,
it could be passed. It could be passed.
I think, and it's also like through the years they've evolved. But now all these kids, like they're like so much younger than me now that I'm like, I feel the same way that when I like watch basketball, and I'm like, I have to like look up their age to be like, is this, you know,
born in 2000? Like, is that
what?
You were born in 2000?
Yeah, I see that and I'm like, no, this is, I can't with that.
Insane, ridiculous.
Yeah, like, well, how old is that thing? She's like 19.
I think, yeah, she's 19.
Yeah, she's. I don't know what's going on with young people, like being like, I'm still a teenager, but like, let me just be the best in the world.
Doing crazy things. I think also too, we were going to talk about it, but since you're a high jumper, Javon Harrison that's going after the double that hasn't been done, the high jump and is it the long jump or the triple jump? It's the long jump that he's in.
Long jump, yeah.
Long jump.
So
yeah.
He's into the high jump finals, and he's got.
If you have questions, ask
the expert. Right? And he's got the prelims for the long jump today. So these young guys are like, young ones are coming in and like really changing the game and going after things that like no one's thought about. I think it was like the 60s was the last time that double's been done. So I'm excited to. He's fresh out of college. Yeah.
Someone said we need Michelle as our fact checker.
I mean, I've just been none of my friends, I've been trying to get everybody into track because it's great. And then I just talked to them about it. And I don't know, I think that at some point they started ignoring me because they're like, I've never watched this. But I'm like, come on.
You don't need those type of people in your life, baby girl.
You don't need that.
I know. I gotta get new friends.
Well, we're getting ready for our next guest to come on.
Oh, we gotta end this?
I don't want to end this.
No.
Listen, I'll come back any day. I'm around. I'm here in my little sunroom patio. We can talk. I can do a check-in once a week if you want. I don't care. I'm here.
Come on.
We'll do a segment together. Whatever it is. I haven't even asked Corey about her shoes. You know, it's just.
Corey, give it some shoe cam.
I mean, this is great.
Listen, if your friends don't want to talk to you about track, we'll talk to you about track, okay? So
it's great. You know what I want? I'm gonna, if you can have me back on, I'll write some jokes for track specific.
Come on, pull up the calendar.
Okay. First of all, I never needed to answer my question. I told Michelle immediately. I said, we are friends now. Hope you're getting ready for this. So I'm going to get your number and text you. We're starting a Track Girl Summer group chat with Michelle. Yes. It's going to be great. I'm so excited because
Michelle's the president of Track Girl Summer. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Send me some merch. I'll wear it all around.
Oh,
I'll run real slow in it. And be like too sweaty for how slow I'm running. It'll be great.
Yes, like, I even talked about like how I hate jogging. Like I'm like 30 minutes. When you said I can run 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes, girl, bye.
I can do 3 miles in 30 minutes, but I'm just not.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Both of you are such amazing athletes. You don't have to run 30 minutes because you're in great shape. I'm just trying to eat and live.
Okay, so we're gonna have you back on. You guys heard it. Like
this was so much
our comedy segment of Track Girl Summer, partnering with Michelle Wolf. I'm so excited about this. I told you we're gonna be friends.
I'm over here. My armpits are sweating.
I am too.
I am too, though. So don't worry about it. We're all sweating here. It's good.
It's so weird because we keep getting. I'm gonna can I spill a little tea?
Spill it.
We keep getting like my dream guest, and like 12-year-old Corey is birthing at this. It's like yesterday.
We had a whole little girl moment.
Because
oh my God.
Gail Deaver said that she's gonna come on the show, guys. Get ready for that. We have Sandra Farber Patrick coming on soon, and I'm just like, y'all understand you guys are my idols and you guys are just going to come on our little show. So, and like you're coming on, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
I love
Because
it.
you guys are starting something really cool. It's like this is what is gonna help, you know? Like you guys are amazing athletes and now you're starting this whole fun thing and come on. It's gonna be great.
Michelle, we love you so much. I can't wait to talk to you
I
again.
don't want to say goodbye.
Kyra's here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry. This isn't goodbye. This is just, I'll see you in a minute or two. And I'll be better with the technology next time, I promise.
Okay, but before you go, make sure we always like to plug.
Yes.
Make sure you order Michelle's comedy album. Can you say the name because it just went up and I'm having it for the car.
Well, there's one nice lady and then there's another one, joke show. You can order both of those. They're both, and if you live in Washington, D.C., I'll be there in November. So.
Okay. And she's coming to Austin soon to be on set for Practical Stuff.
Wait, you guys are in Austin?
Yeah.
I spent like 3 months there this winter. Come on.
Michelle.
Doing shows with Dave Chappelle. You could have come to a show. What are we doing next
What
time?
are we doing?
Michelle.
We're going to fix this. We're going to fix this.
I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to start like beating our friendship bracelets together. Okay. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Right. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. That was so much fun.
I'm excited for Kyra and Big Homie, but
don't say but. Like, they're awesome.
How awesome was that?
It was amazing.
And she's like legit a fan. Like, not just like, oh,
no, she's not a fan. She is a track and field expert.
She was like, let me check y'all on y'all's facts, okay? Did you watch that 10K? Did you see Uganda with the strategy? I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, we have. I'm like, we have Kyra. Can Kyra? I think Kyra's here.
Kyra's here.
I'm texting Darrell as we speak, guys. We're getting this together.
We're trying to get it together. That was a whole moment.
We keep getting excited because Joanna Hayes said she's gonna come on the show.
Joe's coming. Yep. Carmelita. I'm working on getting Carmelita.
So
not.
We're trying to give the personalities that y'all want to see, the guests that y'all want to see, because I mean, me and Natasha are great, obviously, clearly, but like I said, we're trying to get the biggest personalities of track and field so you guys can experience how dope our sport is.
Bring you the culture.
We're trying to get Kyra on, but while we're waiting for Kyra,
let's go back to being professionals.
Kyra Johnson is a Florida Gator. She specializes in the 200, but I feel like the baby girl has range. She's been on the U.S. 4x1 team. She's been on the gold medalist Pan Am team for the 4x4. She's a Pan Am silver medalist in the 200. She has an indoor and outdoor national championship in the 200. So we're really excited to have her on. And Big Homie will also be joining her. You want to do Big Homie's intro?
Yeah, sorry. Let me get Big Homie, aka Darrell. Okay, Darrell Hill. Or is it Darrell Hill? It's Darrell Hill, right? I'm so used to calling him Big Homie. I don't even.
It's Darrell.
Big Homie. Okay, Big Homie. He's a Penn State grad. 2016 Olympic trials bronze finisher. 2018 World Athletics silver medalist, and 2017 Diamond League final champion. He's also got an amazing cooking show called Feeding the Streets on the YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and support. We're all about supporting our athletes and their entrepreneurial endeavors because we're more than athletes. Did I say shot put? I didn't say shot put.
Did you talk about his show?
That's what I just finished on.
Sorry, I'm texting. He said, I have texted him right now. He's getting himself set up to get on. Kyra's just waved, so she should become on.
Kyra's here.
But he said, I'm gonna kill this. Just you wait. Fire emoji. So Darrell is ready
It's
to get it
about to be
hot.
lit.
Okay, Kyra keeps waving, so we're getting like. Why don't we scroll? Because there's a lot of
There were a
comments
lot of
going on. So while we
comments.
wait to get Kyra on, we can talk about that. Oh, she did Kyra.
Excellence is the standard. Yes.
Um,
Michelle, followed by Big Homie, Kyra. It's about to be crazy.
Someone said it was great to have not just a track and field person on, but just a super fan.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm still amazed that she was like, let me break down
Let me
the
break it
10K
down for you, okay? Let me
Um,
break it down. We should have her back on for one of our prediction segments.
yeah, for sure. But someone
Uh,
says, I'm here for all the Caribbean people. Chris Emmanuel from Canada is Bajan, so is Degrassi. So there you go.
Oh, I didn't realize the grass had West Indian background.
But that makes sense because like a lot of West Indians are in Canada.
Yeah, like so much so that like the Toronto accent. The first time I heard Drake talk, I was like, "Wait, Drake is Jamaican?" But
Is
it's
Jake Jamaican?
no, he's from Toronto, and
Drake be switching up his
like
flows.
the slang. I mean, but I do
and his
too.
No, I'm saying like Drake will be like, oh, I rap like I'm from the down south, chopped and screwed one day, and then be like, I'm speaking patois the next day. I'm like, I know you switch it up, but he has like 6 different
Yeah.
personalities.
Yeah.
Where did I put this water? I gotta hydrate. Javon is another person with Caribbean parents, Jamaican parents.
Didn't know that. Thank you for that information.
Well,
And both of his parents ran for Jamaica in track and field. Can we get Javon's parents, or do I need to do my journalistic research?
I mean, I can Google right now. But that's just the diaspora.
Jim Thorpe was the last.
Kyra's here!
Guys, there we go.
Hey girl, hey. And I see another mic there. Does that mean Big Homie is on his way in too?
Probably. I was on my iPad and it was showing like my back camera. So I was like in here this whole time on a little black screen, but I wasn't in here.
She was in here, but she wasn't in here.
So, thanks for the little props. I heard it all. I've been here.
Yes, Arch, go get Kyra's merch. I have not got your merch yet, which is I collect track merch. Me and
Darrell's having the same problem. Kyra, help him out. He said, how do you flip the camera?
Let's use your laptop because it wasn't flipping. Mine was not flipping. Yeah, I'm going to text him too because it was not flipping for me.
Oh.
But she's on Fan Arch. One of the things me and Ajay do is like for Christmas, birthday, whatever presents, we get each other matching merch from different track athletes.
Well,
I love
entrepreneur
endeavors.
Support Black business, support track business is the motto. But I'm gonna go on. I think I just need to do a fan art. That's what I'm gonna. I'm gonna do a fan art call, and I'm just gonna get all the track athletes merch.
Yeah, I know. Like Cherry has one. Will has one.
Google me.
TJ, Big Homie. It's Darrell. I was cracking up because I could not talk back to y'all.
I'm like, I've spoken to this man several times, and I am running on no sleep, and so my brain's just like, Natasha said it now. It was like, now you're confusing me, and
how I said his name.
Nobody says his name. It's Darrell.
His name is Big Homie.
Yeah, see, I call him Big Hefe, and he called me Big Hefe. So we don't even say each other's names like ever. Don't even matter.
Okay, Darrell says he's going to go get his laptop, so we're gonna
just get it going.
Kyra, one of the things we wanted to talk to. Well, let's calm it down. Like actually do the show properly. Kyra.
Well, everybody in the comments is saying we're a vibe, so just we're here to be ourselves. Kyra, be you. Let's
still sweating.
Let's have fun.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You have range. Like they throw you a leg. Whether you need 100, 400, just like Allison Felix, you can
200. Don't forget the 4x2 in college.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we know that she's 200. 200 is the 200. You would say your baby, as Allison likes.
Yes.
So the 200 is your favorite, but like, how do you feel when you have to go up or down?
Like if it depends on how I'm feeling. Like if my muscles are sore, I would prefer to go up and do the 400. But if I'm like tired, put me in the 100 because it's quicker.
I feel that. I get what you're saying. But the muscles being, well, I guess because the strain of your muscles being
Like the
different.
hamstring type thing. You know, like if your hamstring's sore, you don't want to run 100. You run the 400 because I can like gauge that first 200. Like, these hamstrings, they okay. They okay. We can go.
Yeah, I feel like you're such a beast because, like, to be able to just switch events like that, like a lot of people just like, this is what I do,
Right.
and they don't get.
Because I'm a 400-meter runner, and if you ask me what do I want to do, I'm telling you the 200. I'm not gonna say my muscles are sore. I want to run the 4, girl.
No, because these hamstrings, if they feel like they about to fall off the bone, put me in the 4, please, please.
Funny.
Okay,
The 200 is the only event I like to run open. I don't like the 1. I don't like the 4. I only like the 2.
Corey, do you remember the year you came for the 200 and you had on your flats? I will never forget that moment. It was so funny. I could not stop cracking up laughing back.
So
Darrell's back.
Okay, we had Darrell in. Sweet. Okay, so basically what happened was the same injury that I have now, I had in 2019. And exasperated when I put my spikes on, but I had to run the USA's. I had to bid to go to Worlds because I won Worlds. I had to buy, but I still had to go to USA's and show fitness. But I'm hurt, so I was like, well, I can run a 200. And I'm not spiking up, so y'all don't even think that something's gonna go on. And it was so funny because everyone, you know how you do a little pre-race talk, and they're like, "Oh, Corey, you're in the 200," and I was like, "Don't worry about me, guys." And everyone was like, and you know how some people are like, "Oh, I'm not gonna run fast," and then they blast it. I was like, "No, guys, do not worry about me.
Genuinely not gonna run fast. Like,
what's going on?"
Okay, I'm just here so I won't get fined at this point.
Exactly.
I'm just here. It was so funny. I was like, I wish. Let me just show up in my flats and just
I was hurt.
a little fit. You do what you want when you pop in, okay? World champ.
I was humbly to y'all in the 200 in my flats. But she's the SF indoor champion in the 200. Don't play with me. She actually does that.
The what? MPSF?
Yeah, that's like Pac-12's version of indoor conference.
SEC.
SEC, right?
Okay, yeah, we here because.
And one of the things we wanted to talk about is like I feel like we just talked about me. Like I have an alter ego. I'm very aggressive and angry when I run. Tasha's more like, I feel like you have a silent confidence. Like you're very chill.
Yeah, you do.
But you come for business.
I call it a lioness because I'm quiet and I'm checking out my prey.
I could see that. And I remember one year you was in the back putting on lipstick. I said, "Oh, she about to run fast." She about to run fast.
So what's your mindset when you are about to get on the track and like do your thing?
Like honestly, I think my persona is so different from you guys's. Like
that's what we want to hear.
If I'm in the back, you would think like I am the slowest one. Like, you know how people at meets are doing high knees all fast? I'd be like, "Ooh, my knees don't even go up that fast." Okay. And I just do mine all slow. Or like people be
that girl looking at other girls like, ooh.
Yes, that's me. I'm just in the back like girls be smacking their legs and I'd be like, "Oh, am I not ready?" It's like what am I?
Let me tell you something. The European girls will really have you thinking that you are about to do something because they smack and their drills be so like their drills be so technical. They don't
like they're so precise, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not ready." Like,
stop.
Am I lying?
No, like I'm in the back. I don't think I look nervous, but I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm just watching everybody.
No, you don't look nervous.
Would you say you're more super nervous? Would you say you're like, for me, I have nerves too, but I'm like, as long as my butterflies fly in the same way, I'll be okay. Like I like to turn my nervous energy into adrenaline and get hype. Or are you more of like, I like to like calm it down, girl, like just breathe it out.
Calm it down. Like I can listen to like hype music on the bus, you know, like when we leave the hotel, we on our way to the meet, I can listen to hype music for 2 seconds. Other than that, I'm listening to love songs. I'm listening to like this. You would think I'm up with. I listen to the quiet stuff, and then I just calm my nerves. And then like when the gun go off, all the nerves go away. But up until that moment, nervous breakdown.
That's like the craziest thing to me because it's like you have the nerves, you're managing them, you do whatever you have to do to like get them, keep them at bay. You need the nerves to perform, right? Because
You do.
are the ones that if I'm not nervous, you
Yeah.
know. But I always talk about how like that last, like when we walked out on the track, and then you get that 3 minutes, ladies, and you're stripping down, and then in the Diamond League when they play that music, and you're like, all right, it's all it's
Right.
over.
Okay. Okay.
Moments are like, oh, this is it. There's no turning back now. And then the gun goes off, and it's like,
And you're fine.
Yeah. What was I nervous about? Mm-hmm.
And you know what also gets me nervous is like as you go through the stages, and I'm like, all right, Cora, this is your last opportunity to go to the bathroom. This is your 16th pee before your race, and now they're like, it's like ain't no more bathrooms. I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna have to hold it.
In my warm up, I time my bathroom breaks. I'm like, all right, after
your bathroom.
You got 5 minutes for that bathroom. 5. Make it count.
And then, of course, right after the race, they taking a drug testing. And I'm like, I can't pee for the next 3 hours.
That happened to me in Monaco. I was pissed, literally.
I've definitely been in situations where I've either had to pee or poop before the race, and then the race is over and it's gone. It's clearly it's all nerves. All nerves.
Not the loves. I have to listen to female rappers before I race because I like to pretend I'm the baddest chick on the track. I rap. If you watch me rap, you see me dancing and rapping.
Yes.
I'm like, I will let you know we about to run.
So look. So here's the trick is I listen to the sad stuff on the bus, right? Like the whole ride, looking out the window, like my cat just got killed. I don't even like cats, but
this is her own music video.
Just, looking on the glass, like, and then as soon as I'm about to get off the bus, I be playing like, look, if you buck, I'm like, I make y'all think that I'm ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Bucket and ready to fight.
The whole time I'm like,
that actually is a staple on the warm-up playlist.
Yes, you have to. You gotta play. I play Beyonce when I'm in the when I do my lap. You gotta play a Beyonce song, get into the mood, and after that, my headphones in my ears. Don't even listen to nothing.
I'm trying to get Darrell in. Keep talking.
I listen to music that both of you guys are gonna be like, what? I listen to Calypso.
Oh, I like a little like. Yeah.
Machel Montano is my favorite artist. Look at Kyra's face. Like, but it's like, it's if you think about Carnival in Trinidad or Miami Carnival.
That's why I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, it's Trinidadian music. It's Trinidadian. It's West Indian. Jamaicans have dancehall.
I don't understand what any of them are saying. Like,
but I understand that beat though. I understand that beat because Major Lazer is the staple on my.
I think Major Lazer is.
Well, I'm just saying
Jamaican or
I be the one when that stuff come on. I be like, let me take a break.
Can you teach me how to whine?
What's weird is I feel like I know how to do all of the dances, but I'm like, ooh, I got to be like the right level of tipsy and drunk to just like partake in the fun. Other than that, I'm just like, ooh, y'all go ahead and take a break. I'll let y'all.
I go out. Natasha knows if I go out, I didn't come to drink. I didn't come to make friends, have conversation. I came to throw something on the dance floor.
Okay. I was over here like, is she gonna say it? Is she gonna say it?
I'm gonna throw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Someone said a Caribbean man. I don't trust y'all. I don't trust y'all.
Don't get a Jamaican one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't trust y'all.
The Trini ones are good, but the Jamaicans, stay away from them.
All right.
The people want y'all to teach them how to whine. They want y'all to teach them. Go ahead. On next episode.
Whine.
Now y'all getting into patois.
I know that song. That's not patois.
I don't know what you're saying.
Patois is actually a whole nother language. The Jamaican,
break it down
Trinidadian is English. It's just a little broken. It's like
it's a remix. It's English the remix.
It's the remix of English. And sometimes, we put words where they don't necessarily belong, or we might put a letter where it doesn't belong, or drop a letter.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. When I first came to college and there was a Trinidadian on the team, we had Jamaica. I was like, then they would talk to me. I'd be like, huh? What? But now I'm catching phrases. I feel cool because I'm like, oh, I know what you said. I'm like,
I like it though. I just don't understand it.
yeah, me
I
neither.
have a question for you. Karen. So you have this range, and so do you train? How do you approach training? Do you train like a pure 200 runner? Do you train like I'm a 2-4 girl? Do you train like I'm a 1-2 girl?
I've always trained like I'm a 2-4, but let's say I'm running the 100. Oh, big homies in. Let's say I'm running the 100. I'll do some like speed stuff the week of, but most of my stuff is 2-4. So if the 400 group is doing 500s, I have 450s, like so that type of deal.
Ooh, 450.
What? I do that all the time.
We finally got Big Homie in there.
Finally, Big Hefe.
Listen, in the interest of transparency to everybody watching, like I've been having some technical difficulties. I'm not that late, I promise y'all. So I apologize. But listen, I'm here. Let's have some fun.
That's all that matters.
We're gonna have a
Look,
good time.
this is a Hot Mess Express. Just get on board. It's okay.
I'm here. I'm here. What's up, Hefe? How you doing, Tasha, Corey? Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll.
We were telling the people how when we were doing you guys' bios, I was like, Corey, Darrell, is it Daryl? Is it because I just call you Big Homie? You Big Homie.
Right.
Listen, no disrespect to Mom and Dad. I know Mom and Dad gave you a name, but you Big Homie.
Right. I appreciate you asking because a common mistake is like people just roll with it. They don't ever ask me what my name is. My name is Darrell. So for you and everybody watching, Darrell. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Darrell is actually one of my favorite people because when we're out in Europe at these meets, the Wi-Fi ain't always the best. And so what we do is I like to call Diamond Table Talk. And Big Homie is always a participant with controversial opinions. And we really just sit and have fun and have really deep conversations. So first of all, Big Homie, we already told people who you are, but how are you feeling? What's going on with you?
Where you at?
I'm in Arizona, right outside of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm feeling okay. Like the Olympics starting is a little bit of a roller coaster for me, obviously. Like as much as I love doing this, I know we all feel the same sentiment. We would much rather be on a plane to Tokyo right now. So it's been a roller coaster of, a little bit of up, a little bit of down, but the track fan in me loves the sport, loves to watch. So it's cool that track's going on, but overall, I'm okay. I feel okay.
All right. What have you been cooking lately? And send me a plate.
I got you. Last night I made some like apricot glazed pork chops. Man, they was fire. It was fire.
Apricot glazed pork chops.
Apricot glazed pork chops. Yeah, I got.
Oh my!
You like slow cook that? Is it like on a smoker? Like you cook it slowly, or like you put it in a cast iron pot? Like how? Tell us how you do that.
So I live in an apartment. I ain't got a house yet, so I can't have a grill, which is like one of my least favorite things in the world.
That's my favorite. I'd be on the grill, man. You gotta.
I'd be jealous. Everybody who got a grill, I'd be jealous. So I sear it in a cast iron just to get that kind of that texture vibe on it, and then I just kind of put it in the oven and then braise it with the broiler. I just use all the little tips and tricks, but it's made in the oven. I can't say I stole this recipe. This recipe is from Mr. Make It Happen. I don't know if y'all follow him, but he a YouTube dude. He make all the good food. So he literally did a video yesterday, and I saw, and I was like, "Gots to make that."
Well, I'm drilling already. Now, a follow-up question. It's completely related to the topic we're talking about.
Okay.
You got a girlfriend?
What you say?
You got a girlfriend? You got a boo thing?
All of a sudden, you can't hear.
Who eat? You got someone to eat these meals with?
No. What you say?
I do.
Okay, so ladies, you can't have it. You can't bring nothing to the table because he already has that seat filled.
Word.
Sorry to anyone who was trying to, get a little plate on the date.
I'm flattered.
But Big Homie, if you find it in your heart to get me a cast iron skillet thing for my birthday, just
listen. I will. Let me tell y'all a little story about this, actually, right? I will absolutely do that because how I got my first cast iron skillet. I was talking about it on Twitter, and Sharika Nelvis. It was around Christmas time. Sharika Nelvis like hit me, was like, "Yo, what's your address?" And I didn't know why she was asking for my address. And she literally sent me like a pot, like a few different cast iron skillets just off the love. Like me and her, she just straight.
Real. It's a community, y'all.
Yeah, she just blessed me. So I've done the same thing for like two of my college teammates that I seen. Like, so I would absolutely send you some cast iron skillets. But you gotta keep it going. You gotta pay it forward.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the next request. Somebody just gotta put it out there. I just shot my shot.
We need like a cookware sponsor for Big Homie.
Okay.
I love it though, because you know, there's just the overall track love. Like Corey, you support all the black not the black athletes, but the track and field entrepreneurs.
Right.
We've been heavy on the black excellence, so that just came out. But we support our track entrepreneurial teammates.
No, I have Shannon Roberry's cookbook, and
I have her book too.
I got that too.
We're all colors of track.
Right.
And then to see that you tweeted this thing and Sharika was like, "Yo, what's your address? I got you." Like, it's love out here in these track streets.
Yeah, I was touched.
That was one of the coolest things somebody's ever done for me. So I definitely I try to keep that train rolling. Now, and I always let her know too, like, yo, listen, I never forgot you got these for me. And so I always try to like keep that, because it's something cool too. Listen, if you don't got cast iron skillets, you need some. So
my mom,
you need some.
Oh, so you have a good seasoned cast iron skillet.
Natasha, you know I do the cooking thing. I may not be Jarrell Hill, but I also throw it down and
I seen them ribs you had on that grill that time. Remember I asked you about them? I said, dang.
I feel like Corey do it all. Like she know how to like build tables and
Period.
Like she's like a model, photographer. She could build tables. Like she can cook. She run fat. Like it's just like
everything.
Right.
I just all the social stuff we've been doing. I'm like, Corey, just tell me what am I doing?
Point, okay, she's my media manager too.
Okay.
Stop. This is about y'all, not me.
I just got to toss that out there. We can keep going, but I had to just, let that be heard.
Big Homie, we know you kill it in the kitchen. You also kill it in the ring. And we were talking about it earlier. Today, we wanted to get kind of like the insight into your mindset when you are competing. Like, I am very hyped. Natasha's on her like chill lioness prowl. Kyra said she'd just be out here with her love songs and then transitioning to Neckabee Buck. What are you listening to get ready? How, like, is there a persona that you take? Are you more calm, cool, collected? Are you more like, I just let my emotions go? Let us know.
So honestly, I think every time is a little bit different. Like I try to just let the environment dictate how I'm like, like if I'm feeling like whatever the environment is, that's kind of how I'm rolling with. But I'm usually listening to something turned up. It depends, because sometimes you wake up, like some meets I wake up and I'm super amped up for it. And so then I'll like try to play some like R&B, something kind of smooth, something that's just gonna kind of bring me back down, because I'm way too turned up right now. So I try to listen to something smooth. And there's other times where I just feel like I'm listening to something gangster. Like that's a solid like 85% of the time. Like sometimes I gotta get into that mode where it's like, okay, like because listen, our event, I love it to death. Like I'm so thankful that I'm in it. It's tough. Like it's really war out there every time the big dogs link up. So I'm always trying to listen to something that's gonna have me feeling extra aggressive. Right.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes, absolutely.
How often do you listen to Rick Ross on that playlist?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like that's that repeat.
A lot of Rick Ross gets played over here. A lot of Rick Ross. And you know what's so funny? Because it's not even that like, but maybe it's subconscious that like being a big dude with the beard, like I kind of embody that. But I feel like we just been connecting. Like I've talked to him a few times, like it's real small conversations, like real small. But like I don't know why we connect. Like when he speak, I'm just be like,
I'm a Rick Ross fan, especially if I'm down in Miami.
Okay, I feel like everybody should be if you're not. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm
We're
saying.
over here vibing to no music.
Nah,
Okay, y'all really did go on the same beat too. So I mean, you mad?
In that mode, telling you,
So we like to keep the competition going.
right?
Y'all been keeping up with the games. A lot of y'all probably wondering what's going on
What's
with this
going on
board
back
right
here?
here.
Mhm.
So we're gonna do some predictions. We're gonna talk about because tomorrow we're having the men's discus final and the women's 100 final. So
Terrell.
Kyra's team Corey.
Okay.
Okay.
Tasha got you in like on a discus day, and I'm not gonna lie,
Wait, hold on.
I don't know discus like that.
This is a cheat code. He a cheat code. He a cheat code. I don't think that's fair. I'm gonna let it slide. I don't think that's fair.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why
He a
is that
cheat code.
fair?
The cheat code.
He a cheat code.
Throwers be knowing throws.
Okay, he can spit out meters. He can do the technique. I'm like, it
No,
look good.
I know the whole. Listen, I know I'm well versed. I'm ready to go. I'm
That's all right. I did some homework. I got like 0.5 of a pick. That's all.
No, this one's. I'm telling you, I need the black for this.
This is gonna be tough.
So first we're gonna start with the men's discus.
Okay.
I think we'll start with the men's
Yeah.
discus. Someone needs to take a screenshot so we can remember when Tasha's wrong and I'm right.
I'm not gonna be wrong because Terrell's on my team.
All right. Well, we go.
Okay.
I have some similar picks, but
We are, because
I might let Darrell go first and then make my decisions after.
Oh, that's cheating.
All right. So, who do we got for first? Who do we think is going to take gold for the men's discus?
Are you asking me?
yeah, who going first?
Darrell is probably going to
Okay.
go first.
Okay. That's gonna be none other than Mr. Daniel Starr of Sweden.
That's crazy. That's who I was going to say
That's
too.
That's what I was gonna say. That's crazy.
That's what we're going to say.
Let me look. I want to look because I want to mispronounce this dude's name, so I want to pull it up real quick.
He actually has the #1 qualifying mark with 66.12.
Yeah,
And
he wanted them one.
See that, but
He did it so smooth and just walked off like, all right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I need to get a better marker, but I'll bring it back closer to the camera.
I think we need to use the black.
Okay.
Okay, I
I
got
wanted
it.
us pink and green because those are our like colors, but
I feel like I can't pronounce anybody's name, and I hate to be that person.
I'm sorry to that man.
I am sorry to these men.
Yeah, that looks better. You can see it. I made this myself, guys, so if it's a little janky,
It's
sorry.
perfect.
I thought it was cool. I thought I was a little mad that my background was just the white wall. I was going
Right. Try to give y'all a little sunlight, a little vibe. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? I was gonna move one of my pictures and just put it right there and give me some character, but that's
Hey,
okay.
we like character. All right, we'll make our pick. Kyra.
All right, so we got a little color commentating here. Stahl is the only automatic qualifier in the discus final. So, all right, so Stahl is the pick for
Ooh.
silver.
We're silver next. Kyra, who do we want?
I was gonna go with the young man or old man, I don't know how old he is, that had the second qualifying mark. He threw 65.94.
He's young old. He's 30. From Lucindia.
From where?
Andreas.
Lithuania.
Yes.
I'm on 2
His
hours.
last name is Gutzius.
Gutierrez. I'm going with Gutierrez. Because it's giving what it's supposed to give, like 65.94. Like he wasn't too far off.
Like a thrower. If
So
someone
listen, let me give y'all a little bit. Let me give y'all a little comment on him.
right?
He is. That's a solid pick.
Okay.
He's really good. He's really proven. He's done well at a lot of major championships. I had him in my bronze medal position, but if he was to end up in the silver medal position, like you said, I would not be surprised.
Okay. My bronze is a little different.
Let's get your guys' silver. Who do you have for silver then? Your team, Tasha.
I have, let me pronounce his name. His name is Christian Say. He is from, I don't even know what country this is. Slovenia.
Slovenia, yeah.
I spelled Christian like Christian Taylor because that's
Oh, his is spelled. I like the way you spell that. That's a
It's fancy, right?
First name. We're going.
Whiskey.
Well, I was doing first one. All right, you write it. It's your thing.
Well, you went over there and wrote.
You know what, Tasha? I don't need this type of negativity to me. Like, I just feel attacked.
You do have the better penmanship than me. I'll give you that.
Ugh. I feel like with discus, it's so unpredictable. Like
I would
some
be
stuff is like, yeah, like some stuff can just like go crazy and change.
I would like to say, I'm Team USA. I would like to
Thank you.
have a wild card in there. Me and Kyra on the same vibe. Team USA. I'm gonna go with Sam Mattis. Like,
No, because he gave Caesar's best.
what? Say that again.
Sam is
He
fine.
gave Caesar's best, so he coming, getting better with time. We ready.
That
I would just-
Sam, if you listen to the replay of this,
He's fine and smart. He's in school.
how old is he? He's in Warden.
Mm-hmm.
He's 27. He might be a little too young for you. I'd send him over my way.
Screaming.
That's not. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to plug my laptop so I don't die.
I feel you. I had to go do that too.
So okay, I'm gonna take a picture so we don't forget what Tasha and me said when me and Kyra win this competition.
Okay.
But those are picks for the men's discus.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay, I got an answer.
All right, so what if so we both have the goal as the same. So our silver and bronze are different. So what if like we have like a two-way tie? Like what if we're wrong on both of those? Like
Well,
what happened?
We're only doing this for bragging rights. So,
No, I want to be able to brag right. I ain't trying to tie.
okay, so we'll do it like until we'll give points. So 3
All right.
points, 2 points, 1 point. Whoever has the highest point count will win.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Things on the spot.
Good though. Quick thinking, because I was like, I don't know.
So next event up is the women's 100. This might be a little harder.
Yes,
Pick.
it will.
The semis and finals are happening at the same time.
And those heats,
Let me
Dang.
y'all know it's the prelims, right? Y'all know it's the
Okay.
prelims.
my edges, I had to wrap them up because they were taking them.
National records, easy peasy.
I mean,
If we gotta be honest,
Yeah, we
1078.
I got some.
Hey, look, they didn't all look the same, man. I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, because it was given. We're jogging, so I was very impressed. I can't wait. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait.
Okay, this might become interesting. We might have to get a different brand of.
Is it?
This-
alcohol
This
that
is
we need?
yeah. This is the driving smart. Oh, there we go.
Did I?
So just different spots. I don't know why.
I had to look over these real quick just so I can get my
Oh,
thoughts.
it's okay.
I watched. Yeah.
It's okay.
Did I use the wrong markers?
I don't know what
It
you
was the
did,
same marker.
but it's
You
like
know they're using a permanent marker.
They used a permanent marker.
no,
No.
it's a dry erase.
Okay, we're getting distracted.
It's fine. Okay, so we'll go first for our pick with the 100. Kyra, who do you have? Who do we have?
Shelly Ann. She's the come through queen. I can't.
That's fair.
She's the come through queen.
Come on. She said, "Mommy."
Hard though. This is like really hard. I can really tell you who's gonna all make the final better than I can tell you this top 3 thing. Like this is tough.
Big homie, that's ours.
So listen, my take is hottish.
Y'all got a hot
It's
take.
hottish. It's not steaming hot because like it ain't that hot, but it's warm.
So who you going for?
Oh, the goal is Shelly. The goal is Shelly. The take is more about the.
Like, come on,
the take
we
is more about the whole thing. No, the take is more about the whole thing. I'm going with Shelly.
Right, cool.
Yeah,
And
Shelly-
like, I know we're
Shelly-
Team USA, but like, facts are facts, America. Facts are facts.
don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us.
No, listen. This is one of my comments about this is that we gonna have things like this. Us as athletes have to be like gracious and understanding, like that we are just. It's all love.
And also like, respect. Like, give respect where respect deserves.
And it's not saying that if we don't say somebody American, that we're saying like they're incapable of it. It's just
Right.
like
Right.
We're just
It's,
going.
the 100 is like any given day. Like, so it doesn't mean.
Listen,
Yeah.
I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. There's few things that make me happier than to be wrong.
One thing I will say is I'm confident that we will have at least 2 Americans in the final. Like, I am like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's like,
'Cause
it's still a toss up for though. You only get 3.
Because at Worlds last time, we only had 1 American in the final. Shout out to Tiana Daniels. And it was her first, and she didn't do as well, but you know, it was her first major championship.
But she's
also
I was just about to say, while we're on the name Tiana Daniels, I loved her. She just looked good. She looked composed. It was like you could tell she was running next to Dina Asher Smith, and you know the prelims, like y'all understand, you just got to get top 3. But you could tell there was a little bit like but I need to be number 1 though. Like
I need to
like,
say
top 3 is cool, and we are cool beating everybody, but like I'm first though. Like and I love to see that.
Yeah, she's a come through queen for me. Like nobody ever really talks about her all year, and she's like, okay, that's cool.
I like to call those professional team makers.
Also, this has nothing to do with the predictions. Dina, Tiana, Shelly, Elaine, fine. Like the cheekbones, the skin, it's giving what it's supposed to give in the
the lace. What lace?
Yeah. Tiana got the best natural dreads, you know.
No.
Her skin was popping off the screen, man. She everybody was looking good.
All right.
Everyone moisturized to get on that line. I said y'all glistening.
I need y'all to hear me out, okay?
Who we got for second place?
I need y'all to hear me out.
Right?
Oh man.
This is where it gets tricky. And I feel like, you know how you got friends that's not your friends, but you know they your friends?
I know
shout out to Issa Rae.
Sharika Jackson is my friend, but she not my friend, but she my friend. And my good sis literally came into the 1-2 and started dominating. And I think she's going to get a medal. I'm going to give her a silver.
All right.
It's tough. Don't get me wrong. Sis be coming through.
Sharika Jackson, if you couldn't hear, Sharika Jackson is from Jamaica.
So I agree. But I agree. I think that she's gonna get a bronze.
I kind of thought that too, but
you know what? That's why Natasha. That's why we on the same team.
Sharika she's the sneak attack. Because let me tell you, she snuck me in that 400 in Rio and got that bronze. And I was like, I ain't got to worry about her. She came out in 49, ran her PB in the semis.
And she just snuck me in plenty of 200.
I agree, but I think she's gonna snatch that bronze. So we gonna.
I got a question for before we go on to your runners, because this is something I always watch, and it's a mindset question that y'all can answer better than me. When you are going through the rounds, right, and you are, I know we all do this. When we go to the finals, we all like mentally size up the competition. We plotting our path to the gold and to the medals. Like, okay, cool, we got this. Such and such is here, such and such is in lane 5. Okay, you looking at it. And when you see somebody hit the big PR in the semis, how do you view them in regards to those people that you see? Like they hit the big PR and it's not better than your season's best. Like, but you see them. Yeah, okay, that's okay.
I'm not talking it out loud, but I'm like, because we all know that like a lot of us do run the semi like a final, because now you're running to
only 8 lanes.
And you're also running for a good lane, because now when we get to finals, it's no longer random, you know? Semis, this is the heat.
Because I messed around and got lane 9, guys.
But then the computer generates lane assignments in section 1 and prelim and semis, but it's all about performance. So yeah, you run the semi like a final, but when you see that someone hits a big PB in your mind, you're like, yeah, you really ran that like a final. But tomorrow, you know? So I'm talking mess. Like,
and see, for the 100, because their semi is usually like an hour later, it depends on the person. So like if you see Shelly Ann do that, no, she's warming up. Like she's because she know how to run round. So it depends on they status. Like, are they more of a vet and they know like I'm not gonna burn out here because I know I'm running an hour, or if it's like rookie-ish, I ain't gonna say rookie in a mean way, but
Or if you're on the 200, like if I know you have
the
this 200, I know that you can come back and run that again. If you put purely a 100 runner, like you might be a little gassed coming right back to run the final if you just all there. Who do y'all got for second place now?
I have Elaine Thompson. And let me think. This is the thing, right? I know
it's so hard.
It's been up and down. It's been up and down, but her semi, her first race, prelim, sorry, she looked like she was just floating on air. Like she was bouncing.
It looked.
Yeah.
She was bouncing down the track. And obviously, listen, 100 is
like annoying down the track. Like I wanted to reach into the TV and smack.
Word. She was.
I think aren't her and Sharika in the same group?
Yeah,
Word.
not Dina.
And so that's why I said my take was warm, because I'm calling for a Jamaica sweep.
Scary.
Yeah,
I know.
right. I'm calling for a Jamaica sweep, which is kind of like, y'all know how sweeps don't happen often, especially not the Olympics.
2008.
Like especially with I want to say was it Talu that ran in 1078?
Yeah.
To a headwind.
Yeah, she looked good. She was looking side to side, like it was like
good right now. It's hard. I'm like, I keep being like, can I get a 4th, 5th place?
Is it possible?
My thought on it is this though. My thought on it is that Sharika Jackson, like I think Elaine is just in a better better shape almost. Like she's a great, like she's running extremely fast. So I'm thinking that like her top end is a little bit better than I think the field in regard, not Shelly, but like everybody else.
See, I don't know if how her body is feeling, because I know like in the past it's been a lot with her Achilles or something. So that's the only factor. And I watched Jamaican trials, and the fact that Sharika has that 400 strength, like she may not start with them, but then she's building. Everybody else is decelerating. She like, oh, I'm not tired yet. So it's like, it's just like a toss up, because I get what you're saying too, because Elaine can come with it.
We have to give a timeout. We have breaking news. Hear her first at Track Girl Summer. The U.S. mixed 4x4 has been reinstated and will compete in the final Saturday.
I love that for them.
Thank you, Jesus.
Listen, when I saw that, I can be honest. When I first heard that they were going to make the mixed relay, I was a little like, about it. But that's just kind of me in a lot of instances. Like, I like the traditional events in the Olympic Games. I feel like the Olympics is the Olympics. Like, it should be traditional. But I also feel a different way where it's a lot of young people getting their opportunity to, like, make their name on the stage. So it's like, when I saw they got DQ'd, I'm like, dang, this is 4 young people. I looked at the list of people who was running. And I was like, these are 4 young people who, like, aren't going to have that experience for the next 4 years, like, to get into the open events, to get into the big 4x4. So I'm glad they got reinstated.
Yeah.
And before we go anything, because we are also running out of time, let's lock in these picks, and we can get back to the 4x4. I just have break and we'll bring it right back.
Ooh, Corey, you can go.
No, we still haven't given us that second place.
We haven't given a second place. I'm torn because I wonder if we're gonna have like a dead heat, because like everybody's running. Like the 100 is fast. Okay, so I'm saying it here. We might have like 2 bronze medalists. I don't know.
What?
Because sometimes there's a dead heat possibility, but they're running crazy fast.
What the actual hell?
Because I'm like torn. Because I
say who you think is gonna be silver.
My pick is Dina.
Ooh, that's hot. That's a hot take. I love Dina though. I would love that.
Let me see. Dina's in a good heat though for these semis.
I cannot deny how good Elaine looked.
I know.
And
it was buttery smooth the way she was bouncing.
Very.
Steve Francis, Frano, he likes to stir up the things, but his runners be ready. So
y'all going with Elaine, you going with Dina. Y'all going with Elaine, you going with Dina.
I think they're going with Elaine.
I'll have to go with Elaine.
I was just about to say, and to comment off that comment, by putting Dina in that silver medal spot, you are then also agreeing that she would not be in the medals at all. So that's tough. She looked too good.
I think Dina is gonna come with it for the 200. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for the 200, that's her baby. Like she gonna pop out. So
I'm thinking everybody going fast. That's my best thing.
that's the bottom line.
I'm thinking like it's gonna be an extra fast race. Some people are going on PRs or close to it. And
I understand that. I'm just saying it's like it's just. I feel like it's a rarity.
It is a rarity
to be like for that like two people are on the same time in a.
It's happened at Worlds though.
Around picking your picks.
Andre and Trayvon that year. It's happened.
I'm not saying it happened. I'm not saying it's not happening, but it's like it's hard to predict that.
We gotta be bold here.
Likely going to happen. Okay.
We gotta be bold.
We have.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
See,
I can't.
Who we go?
Okay, we'll do like they just did. You tell me who you got, and then I'll tell you who I got, and we just won't have a big commentary. So for the sake of time.
Elaine looked good. She looked great. Excellent. Like it just looked easy. And I wish we were doing this after the semis, but like it just looked.
Elaine looked like she had yama banana.
Like,
see what?
And it was the form. It was the way she was holding her form at the end of the race.
Did she give us a glance?
I threw up in my mouth a little bit. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. It was disgusting how good she was.
So hear me out. Talu for the past couple years has been the.
But
we sleeping on Talu.
We really.
I'm gonna sneak in there
in the conversation.
All right, look. I think we all kind of like are stuck. Oh no, I was gonna put Elaine. I'm gonna put
Elaine down. I'm down with it.
It's so hard. I would put Elaine.
She PR'd into a headwind.
And so here's the thing. That's the one race I missed. So did she look smooth?
She looked good, boy.
Put her down. Put her down. I don't even want to take Elaine out of it, but I just it's so hard.
She was looking side to side.
Talu.
All right, I'm gonna take a picture. Lock it in.
She's still getting fourth.
This is so hard.
And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because she got fourth at the last Olympics.
Exactly, and that's why I think she's coming for blood.
That's why I think she was a contender for the bronze. But I really like Shericka Jackson.
Exactly, it's so hard. It's honestly my real hope is this. It's Shelly-Ann. Then we got we can even put Elaine second, Shericka third, Talu fourth. No, Talu third, Tiana third, and that's it. We good. Everybody just top third. Everybody just lean at the same time.
Two people
lean third.
I am here for the Tiana Daniels coming out party. You know, and listen, and let me be respectful to our other women too, because they all got opportunity. I'm listening. I got my flags. I'm ready to watch, man.
I think Javion got her nerves out in the prelim.
And the thing about Tiana is like her start is really, but the way Tiana finishes races is so strong. She runs girls down like it's nothing. But the issue is I just don't know if you can run down a 10-6.
Yeah, like Javion, and Javion, her start is really good, and I think like she was nervous or something, and she's gonna come with it in these semis. Jenna, I'm not gonna act like I'm not, but I'm excited to just watch Jenna do the 200. Like I love her to death, but I want to see her do the 200 more than anything.
Guys, I hate to do this because we have 5 minutes left of the show, but I want to keep you guys on while we do our outros because I've had so much fun with you guys.
With all of our guests today. Thank you for doing this. Like Corey and I came up with this on the fly, and just the love that we've been getting, and you guys taking the time out to join us and make this an even better experience. Bring the culture to track and field. We thank y'all. We love y'all.
And you can see from the.
I want to come back.
Yeah, of course. I think we also want to have a day where we actually just talk. Not talk about other, like we love having conversations about, but like we want to have a day where we just feature you and what you're all about, and we didn't really get a chance to do that because there's so much to talk about.
But we're gonna be here after the games too, so we're gonna keep this thing going and come back as.
And you guys can see like we are fans of our sports. Like, we don't just know our events. We pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Like,
Fans of our sport, we're fans of our people.
yes,
That's what.
like track is a community and we love to see it. Let me get to like our outro line. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to follow me and Natasha everywhere on Twitter, IG, Facebook.
Oh, wait,
Follow
we gotta
Kyra.
Yes. Sorry.
I am a professional. I know what I'm
You
doing.
are right. Okay.
Kyra, tell them where they can find you, where they can support you, how they can send you money on Venmo, all of that.
Cash App.
Because as you guys know, I haven't said it yet, but send a Black woman some money today.
Okay, please send a Black woman some money. So my Instagram is at Kyra Jeff, Kyra. My Twitter is at Kyra Jeff, Kyruh, because somebody stole my name. And the Cash App is $KYJEFF.
Yes. And buy the merch. Don't forget to buy the merch on fan art.
The merch at the bottom and it's float at the bottom. Please get into it.
Big homie, send a Black man some money today. But
Come on now.
but tell people how they can follow you, how they can support you, how they can get some of your recipes.
Right. Listen, we're gonna keep it simple. It's Big Homie on everything, but it's a one instead of an I. So B1G Homie. Everything. The Cash App is $, B1G Homie. You know what I'm saying? Listen, send a Black King some lunch today. He's hungry. It ain't even lunchtime yet. If you're looking for my cooking stuff, you can go to my YouTube, which is Feeding the Streets, or you can also search Big Homie and it should pop up. You can watch my throws videos and all that stuff too. It's dope. I'll be getting some cooking videos and stuff like that back open in the fall. So, but I got some good stuff up there. Go check it out.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Not you guys, but like the people watching. And tomorrow is going to be Fashion Day. We're gonna be serving looks even better than this, which is, how is that even possible? I don't know. We're gonna have some amazing guests. We're gonna have Shaquila Saunders. She's a long jump champ, and she started the amazing account Track and Fix. Follow that on Instagram to get all of track people's looks behind the scenes. A fashion icon, living legend. Sandra Farmer Patrick is going to be on the show. I just got
a little surprise from Sandra.
Yes, hopefully I'm praying on it. Just don't. If it happens, it happens. I literally just got a text. Queen Harris might actually be on the couch with us.
Okay.
So honestly, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to contain all of the beauty that's going to be on this couch specifically. But yeah, so make sure you follow us. Come back tomorrow, same place, same time. Make sure you come to see who the predictions were right with Team Corey, Team Tasha. And
you got this, Big Homie.
Remember, no matter what time of year it is, it's always Track Girl Summer, baby. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Turn on the camera.
I don't know how to